delighted then to have the honor to invite Her Excellency Hadi El Habib, the European Commissioner, to deliver your keynote address. Thanks a lot for coming, Commissioner.
Excellency, Madame la Ministra, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, a vast ocean may separate us, but Latin America, the Caribbean, and Europe are close at heart. Our histories, our hopes, and our humanity unite us. So it is to say that it's a real pleasure for me to be here with you today. And again, a special thanks to the government of Colombia, Minister Villavicencio, and to all our civil society partners for being here. Today, we face so many challenges, both from climate change and man-made. Just last week, Hurricane Melissa brought devastation to the Caribbean. I want to express, first of all, my heartfelt condolences to the victims and to the families who lost their loved ones and their homes. In the face of this tragedy, the EU and its partner acted quickly, mobilizing vital humanitarian aid and coordinating local and international efforts to help those affected. And that's why our transatlantic bond is more important today than ever. Dialogue, cooperation, solidarity. This is how we will build peace and sustainable development for everyone. And you, our civil society partners, you are vital in making this a reality. Over the next 2 days, you will discuss different topics: the Pact for Care and the role of civil society in leading the green, digital, and social transitions. These conversations are really essential to shaping a future that is inclusive but also sustainable. As a Commissioner for Equality, Preparedness and Crisis Management, my work is about making people's lives safer and fairer. And this makes our society stronger for everyone. The European Union remains a robust, reliable and principled humanitarian partner in Latin America and the Caribbean. We all know the challenges. Violence is pushing people from their homes, both within countries and across borders. And climate change is hitting harder than ever. Disasters are more frequent, more intense, and more destructive. Lands that once fed families can no longer sustain them. People are forced to move. Over the past days, I visited communities in Bogota and in Choco. I saw how civil society organizations are supporting people who have lost everything. The European Union stands with them, with victims of violence, displaced families and children who have only known violence and uncertainty. For decades, the EU has stood with Latin America and the Caribbean, delivering emergency assistance so people can access protection, healthcare, education, and safe shelter, especially women, children, indigenous communities, and displaced people. We strongly believe, humanitarian aid must stay principled and people-centered and never political. International humanitarian law is our guiding star, and our support must empower local actors, especially civil society, to lead in their own communities, because you know your people better than everyone. But needs are rising while resources are shrinking. Cutting aid won't end crisis. It will make them worse. The European Union is here to stay, not just in times of crisis, but for the long road ahead of us. Dear friend, I've seen firsthand the vital role civil society plays in disaster preparedness and resilience. You are often the first to respond and the last to leave, staying long after the headlines fade. You bring local knowledge, build trust, and make sure people reaches those who need it most. Earlier this year, we launched the EU preparedness strategy to make readiness systematic, coordinated, and proactive across Europe. But our commitment doesn't stop at all Europe's borders. For over 30 years, the EU has worked with partners across Latin America and the Caribbean to strengthen disaster preparedness. This partnership works because it's built on trust and shared responsibility. Together with national and local authorities, civil society and communities, we have improved early warning systems. We have reinforced infrastructures and trained first responders. And this cooperation led to the EU-LAC Memorandum of Understanding on Disaster Risk Management signed in Barbados last year, and it's delivering results. By pooling resources, sharing expertise, and understanding risks together, we are making real progress. And we want to go further, of course, deepening our cooperation with you, the civil society. Ladies and gentlemen, humanitarian aid and disaster risk management are vital. But lasting change means tackling the root causes of fragility and inequality. A key result of the 2023 EU Select Summit was the EU-LAC Global Gateway Investment Agenda, or shared commitment to fair, sustainable, and inclusive growth. And it's about much more than investment. It's about building green economies. It's about creating good jobs and strengthening education, digitalization, clean energy, and healthcare. Civil society, including youth organizations, is essential. You make sure Global Gateway projects reflect local needs, deliver social and environmental benefits, and build stronger communities. And I also want to speak about equality, a topic which is really close to my heart, and the vital role of civil society in making it real. In the EU, we are working to build a true union of equality for women and men, but also for LGBTIQ+ people, for young and old, for people of every origin and ability. Everyone belongs. Everyone must feel at home. Here in Latin America and the Caribbean, you share this commitment to human rights, to democracy and equality. Our regions are united not only by values, but by the energy of strong civil societies leading this work. And yes, we have made progress, from increasing women's participation in politics to fighting gender-based violence and promoting work-life balance. But we must do more. As women's rights face renewed attacks in Europe and across this region, your organization needs space, safety, and support to do your work. In Europe, we have launched our roadmap for women's rights, putting equality at the heart of all policies. And just last month, we launched also the LGBTIQ+ strategy, focusing on protection, empowerment, and participation. Equality is not a destination, it's a journey. And civil society is our trusted ally on the road. Dear friends, an ocean may separate us, but our values bring us together. We want the same future, safe, fair, and dignified for every person. And we can only get there with a strong civil society. You are advocates, you are watchdogs, the caregivers, the community builders, and yes, the stubborn voices that speak truths to power. And thank you for being so stubborn. The world needs more stubborn people. Yeah, I think so. Because I think that thanks to you, together, we will build the future our communities deserve. And you can count on the European Union, you can count on me to be by your side every step away. Thank you. Thank you very much.